Welcome to Still Dripping Happy Hour.
Welcome to episode 136 of the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
We back again.
We back. Oh, well, welcome into episode 136. We've got some, NBA Media Days.
6.
We've got just some random news.
Yeah.
I think we've got some Solomon in there. We've got some Saucony in there. Yeah, unfortunately, Landon's not here. But I guess I'll have to do a Solomon Skinny for us.
No.
We'll see how good it is.
Just skip it.
All right. Well,
nobody cares about that
anymore. All of that. Go follow us at Still Drippin' TN everywhere. Please subscribe on YouTube. One day we'll get a sponsor for this. Maybe by like episode 300.
200. Let's have a goal.
Shoot for 200. All right. We got a little over a year.
Okay.
All right.
We can do it. I mean, we'll have a huge catalog of episodes by then. We have
that's the thing.
Catalog of episodes.
We're consistent. If anything, we're consistent.
Yeah. Not many are as consistent as us.
Oh, yeah. 100%. We've got to be in like top, 4% of podcasts in terms of episode numbers?
Couldn't tell you.
In terms of numbers of episodes, I don't think many have gotten to 100. So, congratulations. And
we did it. Happy birthday to you.
Before we get into Inside the Box, I think you said you had a story time with Hayes.
Dude, I have a story time with Hayes. We can start it off. Hey, you know what? Well, since this is a sneaker podcast, let me hit a couple things. I'm gonna hit 3 things. Okay. I'll save the story for last. So let me lead off with more than sneakers moment. So we've talked about this over and over. We've talked about him over and over, and he is a regular member. He would love to come on the podcast, and that's Coop Clean. Coop Clean walks into work today, and unbeknownst to me, he had either lived in Kansas City or something. He was a big Chiefs guy. He comes in with this huge stash of vintage Chiefs gear today. I'm not even a Chiefs fan, nor do I particularly even watch or like football anymore. It's been well documented. But the stuff he's got is so sick. And he was going to give it to this guy on our floor at work who's a big Chiefs fan. But the dude is he's a small guy. There's no way he can fit in this stuff. And so I don't feel particularly like I necessarily helped myself to something, but I did. And I got this dope Chiefs shirt. I have to show you. I will have to show you guys. I can't believe it is so sick. If it was a Titans, we would poop. But it's a Chiefs. Nonetheless, it's absolutely sick. I'm not even a Chiefs fan. Okay. So that we'll start with that. The guy just continues to surprise me. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, and then I'll get to my story. So, as a fan of hip hop, and I don't even think this is a hot take anymore necessarily. I don't think it is. I think Drake is the most popular rapper, maybe of history, maybe. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's probably head and shoulders in terms of popularity above anybody else. J. Cole is the best rapper of this generation, and it's not close, I don't think, at this point. He had a feature on a song with Lil Yachty, who I'm not a fan of, but it is called The Secret Recipe. Have you heard this?
I don't think so.
And it's insane. Like he's unbelievable. He would I would say he's top 5 ever for me in terms of rappers, and I'm a big Jay-Z fan. But I don't think it's close in terms of just like skills at that. I don't think it's close. I think it's J. Cole and then everybody else, especially in the generation that we're in right now. And screw that, like any generation, he is way, way up there. He's crazy dope. But I don't know. I guess it's semi-related to what we talk about. Okay, now to the good stuff. So Sunday night, it's like 8 o'clock. Just gotten dark. It's really dark now. I finished mowing the grass. I put the mower up. If you don't know, I have a big property. And so I have a shed where I keep my mower that's a bit away from the house. So when you get out that way, it's even more dark because there's less lights. Okay. I close the door. This light, I have this motion light that comes on. It's kind of shining in my face. So it blinds me briefly. And I look up and I see what I think is a shooting star. And then it's not a shooting star. And then I realize that it's something I have no idea what it was. I'm gonna there's a point to this story, and then you may laugh and you may not, but so I'm freaking out. My hair is standing up on my arm. I'm looking backwards and I fall back. I fall down. I grab my phone out of my pocket. And mind you, I've just gotten done mowing, so I'm sweating. I got grass all over me. Meg, I'm far enough away from the house I can't yell to get my family's attention. I'm like, Meg, get out here now. Get out here now. Get out here now. I'm seeing. She's like, is everything okay? Are you all right? I couldn't even talk. I was like, get out here. And like, I'm in shock. I'm in total shock of what I'm witnessing. She comes out. She brings one of my children with her. Look up in the air. And I'm going to describe what I see. And then I'll break the news. Okay. I look up, and in my brain, not my brain, here's what I see. 25 spaceships lining up in single file and going east. It's east. It's that way. And they're in a single file, bright, like an airplane, but way further out. Single file going slowly. And she looks up and she goes, well, what do you know? It's Elon Musk's Starlink.
What?
Did you know about this?
No.
I pooped. I was almost in tears thinking I'm watching an alien invasion, and I found aliens. Watch this. I found it on YouTube. This is freaking crazy. This is what I see in my backyard. Watch.
What is that?
Right over my house. So it's Elon. Look at this. Is what I see. I swear to you, I'm thinking I'm watching an alien spaceship form.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get probed. And
I would have probably freaked out too.
I absolutely flipped out. But
how far away is that?
I don't know.
Is it in space?
Yeah, it's in space. It's satellites.
It's that big? That's
huge.
bright.
So Elon Musk apparently has this idea to get Wi-Fi to the whole planet. And this is part of what he's doing is these satellites. But they do a train of these things and they run them. I don't know anything else other than that. But dude, I wish you could have seen me. I was like, I was almost in tears. My hair is standing up in my arms. I'm thinking the United States of America is getting invaded by aliens. No crap. That's generally what I thought.
That is terrifying.
Turns out, can you imagine being like an Aboriginal tribe in Africa and you see that? Can you imagine that?
Or like any other country who doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't even have to be like a tribe with no contact. Like, it could be anybody.
I wish, but it was a moment that I wish I had on video where you could see me, and like it remind. Now that I think back of it, it's like those movies that you hear about where people see the whatever for the first time and they've never seen it. It's
Yeah.
like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was the thing. Like then the kids never saw it, and then they see it. Goonies, my favorite movie of all time. They've never seen the pirate ship. They open the door, they see it for the first time. That's their real reactions. Like I wish there was a video of me because I was flipped out.
Yeah, I was thinking you were on drugs
Crazy.
when you were describing that for a second.
But my wife, man, she walked up and was like, "Oh, it's Elon Musk's Starlink," and I was like, "What? How do you know
I've
this?
never
What
even
is
heard of
that?" Anywho, that's real, and I saw it with my own eyes above my house in Antioch, Tennessee. Whew,
That is crazy.
some weird stuff. All right, now
Yeah,
on to
that-
your regularly scheduled program.
Wow. All right, yeah. Yeah, from there, let's go inside the box.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
We had a lot of news last week, Mason, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Also,
we're
props to
gonna
Mason,
try.
Mason's been a live wire on our Instagram this week. Man, he's been all over there posting like crazy.
I've been trying. All right, first up, I think we aspire to golf. We just
Oh,
don't
yeah,
get
I
to
like
do it as
golf.
much.
Hmm.
Is this the best Jordan golf shoe that you've seen? It's not bad. For those in podcast world, we're looking at the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low golf shoe. So just
These
came out.
they're probably one of the best looking golf shoes from a Nike sneaker standpoint that
Yeah.
has ever been made.
I agree.
Again,
And
I can
I'm
get-
surprised that I would say that about a Travis Scott, but yeah.
You can get nitpicky and say that the swoosh right here should have been like a dark mocha brown rather than a black, just so
Yeah.
it doesn't clash quite so much.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I agree.
they're done.
No, yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
how many people we're going to see wearing these not playing golf, though, right?
yeah. Majority of these won't be a golf course shoe. But that's
No.
okay. I think that, yeah, these are a good shoe. Wish I could tell you when they were coming out, which I can in just 1 second.
It'd also be interesting to see some people do some sole swaps on these and swap it to not the golf cleat.
Yeah.
And just do like a regular dunk sole.
Mhm. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I mean, it'll be cool. Or you mean a Jordan 1 sole?
Yeah.
Same thing almost. But these are coming out on October 13th, which is a Friday the 13th.
How much are they?
They are 170.
Oh,
So not terrible for a Jordan, but a Jordan Low, I mean, it's a little more, but you get
Yeah.
the Travis Scott, so it is what it is. I don't think
none of us will have a chance to get them. They'll be gone before.
Yeah, I'll go for them. I still don't know how I feel about actually putting on like a Travis Scott shoe.
Mm.
Still a little, I don't know, but I like the shoe itself.
Do you know what would have been an interesting touch if we go back here? Oh man, you just ruined it for us though. This would be cool to see as an Eastside Golf collab. That would have been a cool little triple collab, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
Yeah.
put a little. I saw their last section of stuff had a bunch of green on it. I didn't see the story behind that. I didn't read about it, but just thought that was interesting. You don't see a lot of green on Jordans, so
I think that would have been a cool logo to see on the tongue here rather than a Jumpman would be the Eastside Golf. That'd be dope.
that's true.
All right.
Slide number 5.
Hit me.
You already know what's coming. They called this Harry Suede pack. This is the Asics Gel 1130.
Oh, well, okay. Well, let's be clear. This is Harry Suede. It's not fur.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't
It
make it
is-
any better. It
right.
sucks. Like
It looks like a carpet.
this is Payless.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I don't know how much these are going to go for. Don't know when they're coming
Not
out.
much.
But I just wanted to get your reaction, so
Horrible.
there it is. It's
God awful. It's too bad that they really screwed up the colors on this brown one because it had some chances there, and then they totally screwed it up with the fur, and then the orange whatever panel on the bottom. and then the
Yeah.
mesh is not good. Like it's too big. The mesh holes are
Right. It's too much.
these are horrible.
This is just a big miss. Big
This
miss.
is a big
But I mean,
miss.
a miss is what you're lining up for if you go for a Harry Suede pack.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. So just
There are
wanted,
some people that want to be sneaker heads really bad that will wear these thinking that they're cool. And I got news for you. These are not cool. These are Costco.
next up. Let's see what we got.
This is the
Concepts.
exact opposite.
C Note.
Whoa.
October 5th. So Concepts, I think this is a throwback to a 2013 pair of Concepts C Note New Balance 998s.
Wow.
This is break the seal Nike worthy.
This is break the seal worthy.
100%.
This is a beautiful shoe. Oh, you got a child that's awake.
Yeah. Might have
Do
to go
what you
deal
need
with
to
that
do.
in just a second.
I'll just wing it because I don't have any slides, but that is wow. I don't even have to say anything else. This shoe is amazing, and if you're not on the YouTube, you should see it. But he's right. Concepts New Balance 998 C Note is absolute fire.
Absolutely fire. This is
How
one
much?
of the best New Balances. Talk about something and I'll find the price for you.
Talk about something. So this shoe looks like the Kith collab of the 998 that was, if you know what I'm talking about, I think it's the 998. It's probably 3 or 4 years ago. This reminds me a lot of that. It's the same model of the shoe. The 998 is a great model. The 998S is also a great model. That's the sport one that's used a lot in hiking. I have some of those. They're great. They did great with these colors. It's like a beige. It's like a beige mixed with some brown on the heel. The sole is off-whitish with this blue little splash at the front. That's a classic New Balance look. Man, these are so sick. These are very, very sick.
I'm going to deal with the child, but I'm going to leave you with a new picture.
Right.
This is an Air Jordan 3. I think it's called Ivory.
Okay. So I'm looking at an Air Jordan 3 that looks like almost like a Jordan Reimagined, because they've got the back panel, whatever you want to call it, is aged and yellowed. It's got a Jumpman logo with an OG Nike underneath it. It's white. It's a mostly white shoe with gray on the elephant. These are dope. I'm probably not going to buy them because I'm 3'd out. But they are a dope shoe. I don't know anything about them other than that. Mason's dealing with a child. Raise your hand if you've got children. Yeah, I've got a bunch of children. And so I'm very gracious to this. I feel like, what am I going to talk about here? Let's see here. Think of something good. I told you a good story. Anything else that's fun or funny? I'm going to Florida next week, so I'm probably not going to be here. Potentially. We got some really good guests lined up. I do know that, and I can tell you that. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's going to be a combo, a dolo, 2 dolos. In fact, I can tell you this. I will tell you this. So last week, I think Mason would tell you, and I think it hopefully would be fair. We talked about the Slim and Huskies Terminator mix or collab. They got a Nike silhouette, and then all that broke. That was leaked, turns out, and we were one of the first ones to report it. And then it got leaked, and then we reached out to them, or they reached out to us, and hopefully we're going to end up having some of the Huskies on the podcast. So that is hopefully a thing to come. I just briefly told them about the Slim and Huskies things as I was done with talking about this.
Oh yeah, no. Did you hit on the back of this as the Nike swoosh and the Air or the Jordan Air? Okay, that's the only thing I wanted to point out.
I kind of likened it. This feels like a Jordan, like a reimagined in a way,
Yeah,
just because the
I
off
agree.
white, the yellowed. Yeah.
I wonder if I don't know. Maybe it's a part of that. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Do you feel like we broke that news last week? Kind of in a way, or the first ones to talk about it, I guess.
I think we were the first ones to talk about it for sure.
Because that happened right before we got on.
Yeah, Sneaker Bar Detroit is the one who broke it, from what I saw. But nobody else, like Sneaker News, Nice Kicks, everybody else picked it up the next morning. So
Maybe
I think,
it was
yeah,
we were homers. Maybe that's what it was.
I think when I saw it, and I mean, I instantly put it out there. I think we were one of the first.
I'll say this just as a unbiased. I love food, and pizza is way up there for Hayes. I love pizza, and I could argue with you that Slim and Huskies is the best pizza in Nashville that I've had.
I'll say this as well to add on. When we had the first, I think maybe the second or third time we had Slim and Huskies, somebody was bringing it to us after we had Elliot. So it was like meal train thing. You'll know these people, Hayes. So I'm not going to, maybe I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, don't.
I'm going to say it now. They brought it to us. Obviously, there's quite a drive in between here and Antioch. So it was about 40 minutes after they picked it up on their way, I guess. And so we got very cold pizza. It was still delicious. Slim and Huskies.
I love cold pizza, though. It's hard to go wrong.
See, I'm not on the cold pizza train.
Oh,
Haley's a big
my
cold
favorite
pizza.
things.
Yeah,
I could. I
gotta have
mean,
it
like
heated up.
fresh. I mean, like fresh out of the refrigerator, and
Not for me.
not even heated up, just straight up. I love spaghetti like that too, like spaghetti leftover. Yes, sir.
I could do spaghetti more than I could pizza, I think.
Oh man, you just need to live a little.
I guess so. All right, next up.
I think I sent
these
this to you,
last
didn't
week.
Did
Yeah.
we?
Well, I think we mentioned it, but what is this? The Spizak Low?
It's Fizak Low.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube, this is advertised as our drip flops of the week, along with those Asics, the carpet Asics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a good look. But man, I think there's a group of people who out there who love the Spizike, and the Spizike High, it probably is one of the best Jordan-ishes, right?
I don't know. So hey, I'm drawing a total blank. A Spizike is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I think the tongue is the 7. The little strap on the tongue. No, the tongue is a 5. Tongue is the 6.
Tongue is a 6.
Mesh
then
netting is the 5.
The little lace thing
Fours.
is a 7, right?
The 4s, the 3s are the elephant print.
You've got 9s
3,
on the
4,
back.
5,
You've got the
6.
little circle logo over the 9 on the back,
Oh, do you?
right?
I forgot about that.
Isn't that what that is?
Either which way, guys, what we are looking at is there is no colorway that does this thing any value. This is horrible.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to the person that decided, hey, you know what? Let's make a low Spizike. Let's make a low one.
Right.
What the hell were they thinking?
It looks like I think this word is frowned upon, but it looks like a midget.
Oh, we don't say that. You just got us canceled, you idiot. I don't know if it looks like a midget. I think it looks like a...
Like it looks like a normal sized person just shrunk. Like this shouldn't be in a low.
This looks like the guy who's mid-30s, who's going to the mall, and he's wanting to look cool, and so he's got really oversized jeans, like jorts, like jean shorts, but they're really oversized. He's got a basketball jersey on. And it's not even a good
basketball jersey. I
think it's like a... I don't...
Look at this top right pair. Top right. that goes perfectly with the Dallas Cowboys jersey.
Dallas
That's
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys man
Or
right
a
there.
jersey, a flat bill hat,
You're
a
describing
chain.
a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yes. The jorts sealed it. I mean, that's the perfect cowboy shoe right there.
Yeah, dude, that's who would wear this. That's their customer. It's like, oh
Mhm.
man, I go into Champs because that's the only shoe store that's close to me, and I'm like, no man, you know what? No, those joints right there. Oh, where they're on sale, they're $89. Yes,
Some J's for $89?
some J's for
Sign me up.
$89. People aren't even gonna know what I hit them over the head with. That's who's gonna wear this. I mean, but this Bizike has done. You got to think, like, just from a marketing standpoint, the other one's done well enough that they decided to try the low.
Yeah.
Right? Is that where we are? This is the bottom of the barrel. We hit
This is that target market that wants the Jordan, but you know, they don't want to be restricted. They want to be able to dance a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
oh, they're gonna wear this to work out.
Yeah, this might be a club shoe for them, you know?
This is totally a club shoe
Yeah.
for that person.
That's a big overlap, a club shoe.
I
All
don't
right,
even know what to say.
We can move on.
Oh my gosh, this is no better. Saucony, what are you doing?
It's Saucony, by the way.
I call him what I want.
This is I think it's Bima Williams, Bimma.
Who's
I think
that?
his last name is Williams as well. He has worked for Nike in designing shoes, and he was on the Yeezy team for designing shoes. Just thought it was interesting that he's now doing Saucony. And I don't hate these Saucony has a lot better models. The velvet is a little weird on these.
Was this the Lakers colorway, or is he a Lakers guy? Is he from LA?
I don't know. I would assume at some point he spent time in LA. But I just heard a podcast with him on it. I thought it was pretty good. The Complex Sneakers Pod had him on the show. Pretty interesting. Some stuff that he had some Yeezy stories and stuff like that. So I would recommend going and looking at that.
Wait, so you just said, well, let's be clear. You just said you don't like the velvet. That's an important part of the shoe.
Right.
So what we're looking at, guys, is I don't know, Saucony. A bad Saucony model with velvet on it that's purple and then some yellow hints. What is the Saucony swoosh called?
It's modeled after the Saucony, or you got me saying Saucony River. Especially the stream. I think it looks like I would call it
the Saucony River.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where that is. I would call it the Saucony seal.
We called
it looks like a seal to
a
me.
douche. What was the douche that we called?
That was the Puma.
The douche and the swoosh. Whatever that's called, that's yellow. This model of shoe is obviously something for the 90s. It's a Adidas
Saucony
Oswego
3D Grid Hurricane.
Whatever the heck that means. This is trash, man. Come on, a guy with the resume of this person that you just described can do better than this.
So I think this is a collab. His company is called Claima. And
Claima something good. This sucks. Too easy. That was too easy.
We're moving on.
That is too easy.
Oh, here we go.
I just sent
Puma.
you this a minute ago.
Yeah, Puma. He's got the douche on the back of these shoes.
Douche.
This is Scoot Henderson debuting his signature sneaker. And I'm going to be honest, I like him a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't like him?
I'm going to have to see a different colorway. I'm agnostic.
Okay. That's fair.
That's
fair. The green on these really throws it off.
Yeah, everything else with green.
Other than that, it's really good.
Yeah.
This wasn't even the best picture. I thought there were some better pictures on the court photos that he had.
They're going all in on Scoot, like the
Oh, yeah.
Blazers are, and Puma is. If they're giving the rookie a signature, like
It's been documented on this podcast. I am a Scoot Henderson fan.
okay,
I think he is going to be the best player from this draft, including Victor. So big on him. I mean, Puma. They got him. They got Melo. Those are 2 signature sneakers, right?
yeah,
Right. That's pretty good young players. It's better than Trae Young from Adidas. I mean,
sure.
Anthony Edwards is up there for Adidas, but I think also
Did we talk about that shoe last week? Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I think I think Scoot's new teammate, DeAndre Ayton, is Puma as well. He doesn't have a signature, but he is a Puma athlete. So
he's a big man. How many big men have a signature?
It's like Embiid,
There's
and it's not a good one.
Jokic doesn't even. He's a 2 or 3 time MVP. I mean,
yeah. Giannis, I guess, probably the biggest guy with a good sneaker. Or
did you like that trade?
Not a good, but a decent sneaker.
I know this is on a basketball podcast.
Yeah, I did.
I love Dame, and so I would love for him to win a championship.
I think I liked Dame not going to Miami.
100%.
It just felt way better.
It also feels, if you will, this is I got the sense that it was kind of the Donovan Mitchell treatment from Utah, where they're like, "Oh, you don't like Utah? Yada yada. Well, watch this. We're going to send you to a worse city, Cleveland." And that's kind of like how this felt. Was, oh, you want to go to Miami? You'll watch this. You get to go to Milwaukee. If there's any place worse than Cleveland, it might be Milwaukee. But I feel like that's a great fit for him. They're going to, I hope they do really well. I love Dame Lillard.
I know. So it'll be really fun. I'm hoping that him and Giannis aren't like muting each other.
Yeah.
Or cannibalizing each other.
Yeah. This is a dope shoe.
I like it for all 3 teams, actually.
Let me go back to
the Suns, but go ahead. Go back to
the shoe. The cut on this is great too. It's a low cut. I would love to know how much. I don't know Scoot Henderson real well. I mean, I like him. This draft feels a little bit like it did when Greg Oden was drafted above Kevin Durant. It kind of feels that way right now. Like Oden was getting all the hype, and Kevin Durant was almost an afterthought. And that kind of feels like Scoot. And so I wouldn't be shocked if, Victor doesn't pan out and this dude becomes crazy good. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
But he did a good job. That's the most impressive thing is that it's a good looking shoe and it's a low cut and I like it.
Yeah, just the tongue logo makes me think of this, but similar cut to the Sabrina one from Nike. So, that's actually I actually was looking at designing some Nike by You Sabrinas to play basketball in because I can't find anything else.
You would wear a women's shoe?
Those are the best basketball shoes Nike has right now. Besides the $220 LeBrons.
You don't like the GTs that are coming out?
The GTs that we just saw pictures of recently? No.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of those. Yeah, not really any of the GTs. I think I'm interested in the Bookers to see what they look like. Different colorways. These are probably on the list. Honestly, if like I said, I like this pair of shoes. This colorway doesn't go with a lot, but the green just really kills it for me. I'm not wearing this shoe with that green stripe on it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting the mesh on the tongue and then how it connects to the toe box. It's not flat. It's like a star or something.
That's cool. That's a cool touch. Yeah. It's different.
It's something you don't really ever see, or I don't remember seeing that.
This looks now that when you say a lot of these things, this looks like it could have been a Kyrie.
I thought that as well with the jagged edges on the sole.
Yeah, the teeth or whatever you want to say coming out.
Yeah.
It's got some of that. I'm trying to think of what would look better with the green. Like what would look would look better within that green tongue? Purple, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, since
maybe
we
a
got all
purple.
these,
Some
whatever
kind
you
of
want to call them,
pastel color.
hues, a pastel.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I would love to understand why there is this like jagged ghost looking, what that green thing is. Like, what's that for? Is there a story behind that?
I would bet it's as simple as it looks cool. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it
looks
does the
like
trick.
fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Maybe
probably
it's
didn't want it to
It's a
look.
blazer. It's a blazer.
Maybe that's what it is. And I guess it gives it a little bit of a distinction from the mellow,
Yeah.
right? Just something that makes it a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have something to stand out. Most of the
Dude.
shoes right now don't stand out at all. So,
I didn't know you were this high on Scoot Henderson, though. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I like Scoot. I like Scoot a lot.
Right.
All right, next up, let's see what's in store. Oh, have you seen this?
Yeah.
So Nike, if you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube. Podcasters, we're looking at the Jaw 1. We ain't ducking no smoke colorway, whatever that is. They have changed the logo on the back. It used to be we ain't ducking no smoke. Nike thought maybe not a great idea with Jaw handling too much right now, and so it looks like they Sharpied over it. I know that's not what it is, but I'm not entirely sure that it's not.
Dude,
this looks to be a Photoshop job.
There are very few instances that I can recall that are in a business decision, number one, but then also we've got all these shoes made. We don't want to take the time or money to fix it. What are we going to do? We're going to throw the sticker on top of it.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like. This was a business decision, is what this looks like.
Yeah.
Plus, the shoes terrible. Like this colorway is terrible, and ironically, it looks like a gun. Like it looks like. Look at the swoosh. It looks
Everything
like stainless gun. It doesn't look like smoke. It looks like a gun. That's the weird part of it. Ironic. He's not canceled anymore, guys. We forgot about him. Like the world moves on fast. We don't give a crap.
That's what I thought too. I mean, really? We ain't ducking no smoke. I mean,
the world moves on really fast. It's really loud for a little bit of time, and then everybody shuts up. And we make all these knee-jerk reactions. We suspend people. We cancel them. We don't buy their stuff, and it's disappears. Never think of it.
Yeah, I mean, people were still outraged when Adidas sold Yeezys, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Not anymore.
Nope. Yeah, I agree. What on the inside of the tongue here looks like a minion. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, it does.
That's an interesting thing to go with the gun. Minions, but oh well. All right. Next up, we had a little more news than we thought. NBA Media Days. Besides these three, did you see anything that stood out to you?
I love
Scoot Henderson.
You know what is the 3? Is that the Dornbecker? And I might just
that is not the Dornbecker. I don't think.
Okay,
let me look. I thought the Dornbecker had a little black and red or black on top of the red.
It's also interesting seeing DeRozan in these pictures, not in a Kobe. Because when was the last time we saw him not in a Kobe?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's been a long time, but this was a dope pair to bring out if you're going away from the Kobe's for sure.
The other thing that's been getting a lot of news, and you might have a picture of this, is the Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, I posted it to our Instagram, but I don't think I have a picture of it.
Okay, I'll say this. You got to think back. I think at this point it's obvious that it's a troll. He's trolling.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because you go back to last year, the dude got a weave put in with fake dreads for media day We've never seen or heard of it ever again. It's like, I'm going to do this just to make you ask questions.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. There's also a video I saw. I have to find it. I feel like I liked it. Maybe it was on Twitter. Of it's Bam, Tyler Harrow, and him talking behind the scenes at the photo shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, no, Bam says, man, that lip ring, that's messing me up, man. That's stupid. And he said, and Jimmy Butler looks over and says, man, be quiet. I got to stay in character. He says that. I'm like, okay.
That was
just
this year?
an act, man. It's
Yeah.
It's just a
100%
troll.
an act.
Huh?
It's 100% an
That
act.
was 2 days ago. But it's
Yeah.
funny that this is really what's funny is that this is how I also know, like, I know everybody. That's projecting. I'm in the middle of the road here. There's a lot of conservative pundits that I've seen since that yesterday who've come out and say how degrading it is in men, and Jimmy Butler is embellishing what the society wants in men, and yada 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 because he has on. And I'm like, if you went back and you paid attention at all and you saw that he did a weave last year, and then you see the videos I've seen of him saying, yeah, hey babe, shut up. I gotta stay in character. He's just screwing around. Like,
Oh, yeah.
don't take yourself so serious. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, this is what I thought it was, but I just looked on Sneaker News and confirmed these PJ Tuckers are Air Jordan 3 Legends of Summer,
Okay.
which is a pair, I think that's from a Justin Timberlake tour, which would be like PJ Tucker to be able to find something that nobody else can. So I'm going to check how much those are while we're on here.
No telling.
Yeah. No, along with the Jimmy Butler stuff, yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
It was
Him
great,
coming out like
man.
that.
And then people getting
I think-
upset about it. That
I
makes
think
me laugh even more.
last year he said that one of the reasons he did it was because that's his now like new official headshot. So like they have to put that
They have
on
to do it.
on ESPN.
So he's trolling everybody. He's
Right.
trolling his team.
He said that
He's-
last year.
It's hilarious. He's
It
just
is.
not taking himself too serious. But like
Yeah.
the lip rings and the eyeball, like the eyebrow ring, and he walked in all,
like
dude, that's hilarious. That's
when he
funny.
walked in, like obviously I don't know Jimmy Butler's poker face, but it looked like he was just trying not to laugh.
Yep, that's what I felt
Like,
too. So for
looking
people to
all
get upset
sad.
about it that's messed up, man.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get your goose or whatever you want to call it. It is
Hilarious.
funny. I'll make one more comment about this: is that Devin Booker just had his first signature shoe, and this is what he decided to wear for his official photo. That's
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I think it's a cool idea, but that's a little counterintuitive. Why wouldn't you wear your first sneaker shoe or your first signature?
All right.
Am I wrong?
I agree. Yeah, I thought it was very weird, but maybe I wonder if there's like a production issue or if they're doing the white jerseys for media day, like that orange would look pretty hideous. I mean, even he would think that. So it is funny, the Converse. So this is a close up of the PJ Tucker shoe. I'm going to try to zoom in on it here. So there's been a Legends of Summer 1.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the 3. It's never been sold on StockX. Yeah.
So it's like a
The lowest
Red
or the
October.
highest ask right now is $1,000, but there's no, or the highest
So-
bid. There's no history. The Air Jordan 1 Retro Legends of Summer is $23,000.
Holy crap! Is it all red like that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we've seen those from Jimmy Butler before. I mean, from PJ Tucker before.
The ones.
Yeah, I think. Man, I want to see what these are valued at. All right, we'll keep going. LaMelo Ball had a MB3. I don't know if you saw that one. It was crazy.
No, show it.
Looks like I think they're calling this the Rare Fear colorway or the Joker colorway. it's not going to show, is it? Here we go. Get back up. There it is. Looks like a Nickelodeon colorway to me, but
Yep.
that's just me. That seems like a LaMelo Ball thing to do. See,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
like that
hoping.
one at all. That's a bad.
I'm hoping that
That's middle school. That's an AAU team.
Scoot doesn't go that direction.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I mean, you saw Kyrie and his Anta. Yeezys for Cole Anthony. That's about it. There's not a lot of great shoes. A lot of people in Kobe's. New Balance is really signing a lot of athletes, though. I will say that.
They're giving it a shot.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
It's
Is there
going to be a
anything
while.
else?
It's going to be a while before there is I feel like, a true, a big, honest contender towards Nike. I just feel like they have too many resources and there's too many.
Yeah.
They have too much money.
Yeah.
I feel like every few years this happens where you get a Puma, a New Balance, and they pop up and you're like, oh wow. And then in the end, man, everybody's going to go to Nike. And they're great product.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why we like them so much. It's not just because they look cool; they're great shoes.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this Air Jordan 3 price. In 2018, it had Flight Club had them for $15,000. That was in 28. That was 5 years ago.
Oh crap! That's stupid. How much
looks
are
looks like 20 for the Jordan 1s.
how much are Marty McFly's? 20,000?
No. Yeah, I
dream
don't
of
know about that. I don't know, I'm trying to see if there's any more. I think the only person who had these were Timberlake,
Think what?
and like a very few anybody else. That's crazy.
All right, if we're not inside the box anymore, I got one more thing to cover.
I got one last inside
You
the
do?
box shoes for you.
Oh, all right.
Welcome to the
He's
Solomon.
not even on this.
Atmos, Solomon. These are probably some of the best Solomons I've ever seen. I would not wear them.
Really, really good.
All right, that's it.
All right, dope. I thought you'd find this interesting. I got to read this for my last, and maybe this is a public service announcement.
Oh, hold on. Nike Mag Back to the Future is about 35 grand right now.
35. Wow.
Yep.
Far shot from 18, shockingly. Okay, so here is my last. I'm going to read my last about 10 transactions from eBay. Okay. You'll find this very interesting. Okay. Buckle up. Tennessee jersey. It's an orange one from the 90s.
You bought? This is what you bought?
No, this is what I sold. Okay.
Oh, okay.
In the last month. A Billy Ripken error card that has a cuss word on the back. This is a classic. It's like an infamous card, baseball card. Okay. That's important. Another Tennessee starter jersey. Okay. A Kevin Garnett card that I got in 1998. And so let me go back. Billy Ripken, I sold for $45. Okay. I've had that card for 25 years. Kevin Garnett, I sold for $125. Okay. Then I sold a Shea Weber jersey. Hockey's about to start. Then a Notre Dame starter pullover. Then a Sean Kemp 1997 Topps Finest card for $50. A Tennessee shirt. Tennessee. a Sean Kemp card that was a refractor card at $35, a Tennessee jersey, a Dikembe Mutombo card that was it's really, really rare for $21, and then another Kevin Garnett card that was called Electrifying for $70. So of all my transactions in the last month, 6 of them were cards, random cards. So what I'm saying is it might be time to resurrect Still Dripping cards. Because that's 60, 70, 21, 91 plus 35. Is that 126? 126 plus 50, 176 plus $125. That's like $300 in cards the last month.
That's pretty good. Sounds like some merch needs to be on the
Sounds
way.
like I'm working on it. Yeah, right. What am I talking about? All right.
Yeah, man, I'm getting these Scoot Henderson shoes if they're under 180.
Are you going to get those or the Concepts New Balances first?
I would get these first.
Really?
Yeah. Because I need basketball shoes. And I think I would play in these.
Okay.
There's nothing crazy about these other than the green stripe, but we're going to get something else. So, all right. That's a pretty good pod.
51 minutes. We did it.
Pretty wild on that one.
Full of news.
Let's get a top 5 in here. We haven't had a good top 5 in a bit.
Top 5 players you're excited about going into the new basketball season.
Okay. Just top 5 players?
Or got it good. Let's make it related. Top 5 sneakers, and it can be specific models based on what you know about the players that we've seen their sneakers heading into this year.
So this year's sneakers?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to forget some. Don't remember what the Curry looks like this year.
That was going to be my pick.
What does that look like?
It's hard to describe. It's a low.
I'll just Google it.
You're not going to take Scoot Henderson. I was going to take Curry. I really was. That's crazy.
I just said I don't remember what Steph Curry's look like. I was just trying to.
They're a low cut. They've got the. It's hard to describe Curry.
What number is he on right now?
Ooh, I couldn't tell you.
Let's say 13. Nope. I don't think it's the Curry 10. Maybe it is.
I don't remember either.
Curry 11. It's got the waves on it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Let's
yeah,
just go collaborative 5.
Okay, I'll go
That's on
Scoot.
there.
I'll
You
go
think
Scoot
Scoot's on
with
there?
mine.
You think? I think Curry's on there too.
Yeah, Curry's on there.
So would
LeBron.
you- really?
I think those LeBrons are top 5. There's nothing.
Would you put the
Great.
Lucas on there too? Since there's nothing great.
I did look into that Luka. Have you seen the Lake Bled colorway? The
Mhm.
blues. I like that colorway.
Okay, let's go with those because I like the Luca. I like
You
the
do?
Luka, so
You like the Luka too,
not as much as I do the one, but
right?
again,
with you on
beggars
that
can't be choosers, and right now we're beggars.
Who would you put for the 5th one then?
Not Giannis. Oh, dude,
Giannis is bad.
a dark horse pick here is Austin Reeves. I
No,
mean, he's got a
that's not
signature
good
shoe.
It's not a good one.
I don't know. I agree with you, but I mean that could be a dark horse.
It's not KD. Those KDs are hot garbage.
Yeah, so it's Melo's. Like,
You're not gonna say the jaw? We haven't even seen a jaw too.
yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't think we're going to see that until he's playing basketball again.
Yeah. I don't really love the
Dude,
Dame.
I have no idea.
Dames aren't
Who would
very
be the
good.
fifth?
I think it would be Harden or you got, like,
It's Harden. Harden's
Harden.
That's it.
Booker. Who else has a signature shoe? Clay.
No, Harden and Booker are tied for fifth, and that's our five.
There's got to be more people with signature shoes. Yeah, I can't think of anybody. Zion? Yeesh. Yikes. I think Zion and I both played the same amount of games in the Zion too.
Eek.
They came out with a 3 already. He might have gotten like 5 more games than me.
Wow.
Just saying, that dude. I have said from the beginning. I think the best thing about having a podcast for 2 years is you can go back and check the tape that I said this guy wasn't going to be a bust, but I did say he's going to be injured and he's never going to live up to his potential because he's too fat.
I feel like that's going to be Victor, except too skinny.
It could be.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Who's your pick for Rookie of the Year?
Who's the third pick? I'm drawing a blank here.
Scoot.
Who went to the Pistons? It was Amin. Is it Amin?
Amin Thompson.
No, was he third or fourth?
One went to the Rockets. One went to the Pistons. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went back to back. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Amin went first and Asar went second, right?
Maybe. Who's the? Hold up. I got it. Too late.
I'm gonna beat you.
Nope, I'm here.
All
right, so Victor.
I was right. No, Scoot went 3. Brandon Miller went 2.
Brandon Miller. I'm going to homer pick, and I'm
Nashville.
going to say Brandon Miller. Yep, easily. Brandon Miller is the Rookie of the Year.
I think there is nearly no chance that Brandon Miller is.
Homer pick 1,000%, and I'm sticking to that. It's Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller becomes Brandon Miller is KD. That's what happens. Brandon Miller turns out to be a generational player.
I think it's Chet Holmgren.
I like Chet too.
A little cheater pick, second year rookie.
The dark horse is going to be Grady Dick. Love Grady Dick.
Ooh, I was going to say Anthony Black. Anthony Black with the Magic. Is that who got him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him. They got a lot of young guys, though.
I feel like Nick Smith Jr. is a dark horse, too. With the Hornets, if he can get some playing time. That's the big if there.
Yeah. Kobe Buffkin for the Hawks. I'm trying to think if – I think –
it's Brandon Miller and everybody else.
Yeah, I don't think so, but
yeah, man. Antioch, buddy. You got to cheer for the hometown guy.
Oh, the guy who dropped really far in the draft, Cam Whitmore from Villanova.
He's dope.
A lot of people like him. I think he's really good, and
he's going into a good situation too. The Rockets are going to be much improved, I would say.
I think so. Yeah, I mean they spent a lot of money, and surprisingly, Dylan Brooks looked really good in that FIBA World Tournament.
Fair.
Just saying.
Fair.
All right. Well, I think we can wrap it after that.
Let's wrap it. Not literally. I'm not rapping.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for episode 136 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Please go tell your friends, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, Like the
Follow the
video.
algorithm. Tell
Follow
your
the
grandma.
algorithm.
Open up a
Cookies
separate
on the
Google
bottom shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else that Dan would tell you to do.
Yep.
Landon, Dan, we miss you. I kind of like that.
Dandon.
We miss you, Dandon.
One of y'all need to be here next week or the week after because I'm going to
Landon's. We've got we say this every week. We got to follow through on our guests, but we've got 4 in the chamber.
Yep.
So Landon wants to have what would that be? A 7-person pod? I think that'd be the most we've ever done.
Yeah.
If we had a full squad. So 6 or 7 on the pod.
We might have to do that one in person if that's 7.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
That'd be fun.
I think if the Slim and Huskies guys are down, we should try to do a garage pod
At
for
Slim
that.
and Huskies. No, we should
We
go
could do it
to
at Slim and Huskies. We could do. We need to go to Music City Vintage.
Yes, that would be super fun.
That'd be fun.
They'd be down too.
All right.
They're super. Let's get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Peace.